Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he's sexy, Shalevski Petroulias. Fighting out of the red corner, Shalevski. All right, Red Stuart, let's keep the full tight action going. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He has had 9 fights but 8 wins and 1 loss. He is trained by Ting out of the Malvern Martial Arts Muay Thai Centre. Please give it up for Alex the Great Petroulias. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, with a fight record of 10 fights for 6 wins. He weighed in at 66.5 kilograms. Trained by Shalevski out of the Kaizen Muay Thai Fitness Centre. A big round of applause for Shalevski.
There we go, about 7, proudly brought to you by Sting Sports. 5 2-minute rounds of full-time.
Hey guys, we're doing full-time rules, okay? Everything, elbows, sitting back, fist knees, okay? Keep your hands up at all times. Try to listen for my commands and my hands touching you, right? Alright guys, touch gloves. Good luck.
Petroulias, 9 fights for 8 wins. Get another very evenly matched fight. Shalevski Petroulias coming off, he was the winner of that 8-man tournament on brute force 3 weeks ago, so he's had, this will be his 4th fight in 3 weeks, so not a bad effort. Wow. Not common. We can get in touch with Arjun David on 9338-2636. Fighters tonight in centering are wearing the Sting Sports gloves. Lexi's one of these fighters. He's very laid back, very cool, calm and collected. All of a sudden he just explodes out of nowhere in the middle of the round. So he's coming off a big win in the 8-man eliminator at brute force 18 3 weeks ago.
The ability for these boys to be able to back it up, you know, to fight a few times in a short time, it's just testament to how conditioned these boys are. They're just incredibly strong. Incredible conditioning. Yeah, well, his first 2 fights on the eliminator, they were 3 2-minute rounds, and the final was 5 2-minute rounds. So he's done 11 hardcore rounds 3 weeks ago. And now he's stepping up again, but I'll tell you what, taking nothing away from Shalevski. 10 fights for 6 wins. Good low kick there from Shalevski Petroulias. Both boys weighing in fairly evenly around the 66 kilo range. Checking there from Shalevski. So you know the advantage that Shalevski has in fighting so many times in a short time is that he's really calm. Like, he's just getting really comfortable in the ring. But on the other hand, the other flip side of it is that he could be, you know, a little bit overdone, or could be carrying a couple of injuries, and you know that can play against him. But if he can find his range early and get into a groove, it could be to his advantage.
Yeah, I had a word to him earlier on in the night down in the change room and said, how are you feeling? How'd you pull up? And he said, yeah, look, I'm fine, mate, ready to go. So, you know, that's good news.
Absolutely.
Into round 1, Red Stuart.
Yeah, good first round there from both boys. Good technique, both boys really loading up. Traditionally under Muay Thai rules, 5 2-minute rounds, they start off a little bit slow, just feeling each other out. So round 2. One of the things, I love watching the corners in between rounds, Frankie Barker, and we picked up on this when watching Alexi fight recently and also again tonight. He sits down on the stool but not facing his opponent. His trainer sits on the outside and just sits on the stool, just rest, nice and composed, just looking out at his trainer.
Maybe it just works for him. Maybe he doesn't want to look at the other guy the other side. Maybe he doesn't want to see any distractions. He wants to just focus in on what his coach's instructions are. So, lots of reasons why maybe that is the case.
You see some corners, the fighters will stand up, other corners will make their fighters sit down. Whether that's a psychological thing or not, but Alexi just chooses just to turn his back and just sit there and just look nice and composed.
Absolutely. I used to rather standing in the corner because I felt like I wasn't getting really heavy in the legs, keep myself moving a little bit, shake it out if I was hurt. So, like you said, there's many reasons why the fighters do it. Nice work, man.
Yeah, good work. Good evasive skills there from Alexi. He was back up in the corner and he was still able to evade Josh's kicks.
He's so calm and relaxed under fire. That shows a lot of experience. Beautiful counter punching there by Alexi.
That's what I said. He just looks calm and composed, and all of a sudden it's just bang. He just explodes, and then he just backs off again. Just stopping the fight there just for a moment. Just checking the gloves of Alexi Petroulias.
Beautiful body kick by Shalevski.
10 seconds ago in this second round. Good work from Josh Shalevski. Just continually just backing Alexi up in the corners.
Into round 2, sexy Alexi, Josh Shalevski centering. Round 3.
So round 3, Petroulias brought to you by Sting Sports. Very even fight so far, Frank.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, Alexi is obviously, landing more shots, has been more aggressive. Especially in that round, it's good to see Josh Shalevski start to come back late in the round and start to impose his will and put some pressure on. So let's see if we see a little more of the same in this round.
Yeah, neither boy is fazed by what's happening in centering. They're both just really focusing. Both boys just loading up with some good low kicks. Darren Bauer just keeping a bit close on him. Hasn't had a lot to do this fight. So Alexi just looking to push him there, trying to get him close to the elbows. It's one thing I've noticed Alexi do a little bit of as well. When he catches the kicks, he just tries to sort of roll the ankle of his opponent.
Absolutely, puts pressure on that Achilles and makes him move forward, so it opens him up maybe for a counter or right hand maybe, or just to show dominance.
Yeah, but he doesn't follow up with anything. He just seems to catch it, rolls it, and then he doesn't follow up with anything. He doesn't try the takedown. Just as we say that, Josh doing exactly the same thing back to him.
An incredible welt appearing on the left-hand side ribs of Josh Shalevski right now.
Got some good kicks on him too, Alexi. I know, when he fought in the 8-man eliminator, quite a few times he just swept his opponent off the feet with some good low kicks.
Nice counter by Josh.
Seconds ago in his third round.
End of round 3, ladies and gentlemen. This fight is
a good third round there from both boys. Proudly brought to you by Sting Sports. Both fighters wearing Sting gloves there in centre ring. Frank Barker, Park Lane Investment Managers, Rebellion Muay Thai number 2. It's been a big night right now in centre ring. We've got Josh Shalevski and Alexi Petroulias. 7 fights down, 3 more to go. We've got full Thai rules. It's all happening here.
Absolutely, a very even fight. Both boys showing a lot of grit and determination. Round 4 coming up. It's going to be fireworks.
So we're 7 fights in. We've got 3 more to go, including a big main event. Mitchell Seth from WA taking on Singh Sari from Melbourne.
We're coming into the penultimate round. Round 4.
So round 4, Alexi Petroulias fighting in the blue corner. Josh Shalevski fighting in the red corner. Good catch there again from Alexi, but as he fired in big rib kick of his own. Joshua caught it as well.
Nice stiff jab there by Alexi.
Haven't seen the boys using the elbows a lot in the grappling. There hasn't been a lot of grappling at the moment. When they've been in close, they haven't been using.
Oh, nice crossing elbow.
Just as we say that.
Petroulias. You know, I'd like to see Josh fake that round kick, come over the top with some punches. I mean, he's catching it almost every time. Oh, another crossing elbow there again.
I think it might have just missed the mark. Oh no, he's been cut big time. Referee Darren Bowers just going to
that's a bad
bring him over right above the eye. That's about a 2-inch cut right above the eye. It's not dripping into the eye, it's dripping straight down the nose. Right above us in the commentary position, Frank, but...
Dude, that's a gash. Wow, that's what elbows can do, Bushy. They just open up the scalp very quickly. There's not a lot of skin, not a lot of fat on the face or the skull area, and anytime you get an elbow, bone on bone, man.
It's just bone on bone, Frank, but I tell you what, it's not flowing into the eye of Josh Shalevski at the moment, but I tell you what, in between rounds, the red corner's really got to get to work on this one, but Alexi Petroulias will just hone in on that one now.
Oh, absolutely.
Interestingly, it's not flowing, the blood's not flowing that much. Expect to see Alexi coming in a little bit closer, try and get in the grapple, try and use those elbows a little bit more. So the boys over in the red corner have already got the Vaseline out 10 seconds ago in this fourth round, so they'll...
Oh, nice stiff jab.
Oh, what a round 4!
Big round 4 there, proudly brought to you by Sting Sports. Frank, the corner's already going to work. Dr. Peter Lewis going in to have a look at that cut on Joshua Shalevski as well, but Tom's in there just trying to work his magic at the moment.
Absolutely, Josh Shalevski's really got some work to do here. You know, for me, Alexi Petroulias has really put a lot of pressure on him. You can tell that Alexi's not naturally a boxer. You know, with his hands, he punches pretty straight up, but, you know, if he can just learn to turn those shoulders a little bit more, get a little bit more juice out of his effort for those punches, but great fight, hard to call.
Bring you back a fifth and final round, proudly brought to you by StingSports.com.
We've got a fight on our hands, Bushy.
That's some great work done in the red corner on that cut of Josh Shalevski.
Wow. Oh, big right hand landed there. Oh, jumping round kick.
I did say to you, mate, Alexi just comes out of nowhere and explodes, and he's certainly done that in this fifth round.
He has.
Feel free to make some noise in here, Red Suda!
Good takedown there as well, right above us in the commentary position. You see Josh Shalevski just walking back in, just ready to go.
Oh, he's down.
There you go. Good low kick there from Josh Shalevski, and I don't know whether it... Sorry, from Alexi, I don't know whether Josh is going to make this one.
6, 7, 8. Oh, Red Scooter, let's keep these boys going.
Tell you what, he's really felt that one, and Alexi's just going to load up on that lead leg. Josh should just sort of try and switch up now, get into southpaw stance. Just take that leg away out of the range of Alexi Petroulias. I'm surprised Alexi just hasn't unloaded on that leg.
He's been patient. He knows he's got him in trouble. There's no recovering from that kind of injury.
Well, certainly the 8 count swung at the way now of Alexi Petroulias. He was probably ahead as it was, but I tell you what, I really would have thought he would have loaded up on that. I thought Josh would have switched up out of southpaw.
That's a good point too, Bushy. Usually when fighters have a problem on one side, they'll switch their stance to protect it.
20 seconds remaining.
Josh electing to stay standing in an orthodox position.
Yeah, another good low kick there, just taking Josh Shalevski off his feet. And the welts appearing on the rear rib cage. Josh has just got to switch up, keep out of that range now. he might have just hit a sweet spot on him, because it doesn't seem to be bothering him at the moment. Might have just twinged a nerve, but I'll tell you what, a big fifth round there for both boys. But Alexi Petroulias will take this one home, but I'll tell you what, full credit to Joshua Shalevski as well.
Absolutely, great fight by both of these boys, but Alexi Petroulias just a little stronger when it counted. Obviously cut him open with a nice crossing elbow and then really tenderised those ribs and that lead leg. So for me, I have to go for Alexi Petroulias.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 5 rounds of Muay Thai action, we go to the judges' scorecards. It is a unanimous points decision. Your winner, sexy Alexi Petroulias.
There you go, no surprises there. Big win to Alexi Petroulias over Joshua Shalevski. Big thank you to Sting Sports. But what a war and what a warrior we have in Joshua Shalevski. He got cut, he got dropped with some kicks to his knees, but he kept coming back, Frank Parker.
Absolutely, testament to his fortitude and his courage. But for me, Alexi Petroulias, just too much firepower for him tonight.